dark.
Okay, hello everyone and welcome to another randomized gaming stream. My name is Random Gamer Riven, and yes, once again we're trialing streaming out on Twitch, not YouTube at the minute, as YouTube is currently tanking the channel spectacularly, so I have no idea what's going on, so... But I thought I'd give it a change of pace with Twitch, because I know YouTube doesn't particularly handle streams very well, and Twitch actually has some really nice stream functions. So this is Alone in the Dark, the new Nightmare, which is effectively the fourth game in the Alone in the Dark series. It's actually a little bit dark. I should probably just adjust that for you guys a little bit. And hello to Nico, great to see you on here. Always good to see you back on the stream there. I know, seeing as we've currently jumped from YouTube too, so let me just sort this out. Properties. Although this could go tragically wrong, as I've had in the past. Config video. So that's too bright. Actually, I could do so if I do. I think about 12's okay. It's still got. Yeah, there's like this is going to be a dark game, I should say. But hello and welcome to our Halloween stream. Yeah, no, it's fairly dark. It's meant to be a dark game, so but I just need to get the blackness just quite right. So. Alone in the Dark, this the gentleman just says there. So I'll be honest, I have not played this one that much, so I know it's meant to be a dark and gritty game. This is one of those games I picked up quite cheap. Remember thinking, I'll see how it is, and then I just never really got round to playing it. So tonight I'm actually playing it. So effect volume, music volume, dialogue volume, screen adjustment, adjust brightness. The monster on the right side disappears. Okay, that's good enough for me. You could just about see it, but as long as blacks are black and stereo L and stereo LR. So this is going to be a new experience for me, as I have barely ever played this game before. But I hope you all enjoy this video. It's going to be a fun one. And welcome. It's going to be a very Halloween themed one. As we jump into the world of Alone in the Dark. I will just let the intro play out. And then I'll do the various introductions.
Gloucester, Massachusetts, October 30th, 2001, 2100 hours.
I can already hear you ranting, but I've taken on a new case. I know, I promised I'd quit. But I was contacted by a man named Johnson to go to Shadow Island and investigate Obed Morton and the Abcanis writing tablets. Does that ring any bells? Now you understand why I couldn't say no and had to leave right away. I'm going tomorrow. I left some notes on the office desk. See you soon, Carmi. Oh, I nearly forgot. If you want to contact Johnson, he's at 555-1495.
Boston Police Department. Name Fisk. First name Charles. Date of birth February 17th, 1944. Presumed date of death October 24th, 2001. Somewhere in the United States, October 31st, 2001, 1800 hours, 43 minutes.
So?
They'll be on Shadow Island in about an hour.
Carnby's a loose cannon, but we had no real choice. And the professor?
Professor Eileen Sedrak is convinced that Obed Morton is her... We had no trouble persuading her.
I must have those tablets in their translation. Is that clear, Johnson?
Perfectly, sir.
Daddy?
Miss Sedrak? Eileen? Wake up.
What? Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
Here. You'll probably need this. Do you have your radio?
Yes, I have it.
Eileen. When we get to the island, for your safety, you'd better stay close to me.
My safety? Is there any danger? I was hired to authenticate the translation of the Abcanis stones. I will be working with Professor Morton.
My best friend died because of those tablets. He was killed on Shadow Island. And I swear I'm gonna find whoever did it.
I'm very sorry. Listen, I know Professor Morton's reputation. He's a scientist, a great researcher.
Well, to me, he's just another suspect. We're getting close. Shadow Island.
What was that?
The controls are dead. What's that on? We have to jump.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, who should we choose? We've got Aldelaine Sedrak, so we can be the woman, characteristic father, unknown. Or we've got Edward Carnaby, the private eye, characteristic owns a double barrel gun. I think I'm going to be the private eye in this time round, unless anyone objects. This... No daddy or a gun. Yep, that pretty much sums it up, Nico. Pretty much. We've got no daddy, a woman who doesn't have a father, or a guy with a gun, basically. Hard choice. Yeah, I'll take the guy with the gun for now. See what the private eye... Edward Carnaby's investigation.
Alone in the dark.
Alone in the dark. So, I think, in many ways, this fourth game was regarded as a bit of a step back for the franchise. Despite the fact it was sort of modern visuals, it mainly copied the Resident Evil format. Unlike the earlier games, which is a much more sophistical... Carnaby was also the hero of the DOS games. Ah. But I don't... This is effectively a reboot, I recall. So, My parachute won't be of any... This one's definitely a reboot, although it does look nice so far. I must admit, it does actually look pretty nice. This one was a reboot, and of course the second game did actually get a release on Sega Saturn as well. And I do have that, so maybe one day I'll do that. It's quite loud at the minute. I'll just turn that down a touch so you can hear me alright. Got some ambient rain effects. Turn on the flashlight. Actually, I should just double check. Okay, so the one thing you don't have is a controls. This is why I dug up the manual. By the way, this game's actually on 2 GD-ROMs. I'm just digging up the manual here. Starting controls. That I can read you. Do you want? If you want, I can read you the background. Yeah, Edward Carnaby, the paranormal private eye, is back. Oh, is that suggesting he is Carnaby's best friend? Charles Fisk has been found. Oh, it does actually say this is a continuation. Oh, so effectively Edward Carnaby's best friend. But Carnaby looks younger in this than he did in the previous games. So A button is action, X button is run, B button is switch flashlight on, Y button is equipment, R button is target mode, deactivate auto expansion on target mode, hold down. Okay, so...
Carnby, answer me, please.
Aline, are you okay?
How could I be okay? What was that thing? What the heck's going on here?
At the moment, I've got no idea.
Listen, I want out of here, right now.
Look, don't panic. I'll think of something. Where exactly are you?
On the roof of some kind of manor. I nearly got myself killed. I'm really scared. Please do something.
I landed in some woods about 100 yards from the manor. Can you see me?
See you? How could I? Help me, for Christ's sake. Turn on your flashlight. Okay, I can see you now.
Okay, I see you too. Here's what we'll do. Try and get inside the manor, then find a place to hide. I'll come looking for you.
How long will that take?
I don't know. As little time as I can.
What?
Aline, I'll come for you, and that's a promise.
Hurry.
Oh, the original games took place in the 20s, yeah. This is set in modern day. In fact, this was set the year it was released, actually. So it was released in 2001, and I should say the publisher was Infogrames, and it was developed by Darkworks. So it's actually on 2 GD-ROMs as well. We don't have I don't think we have a flash. I don't think we have a battery life on the flashlight. But the original games were really quite clever with some of the puzzle solving, with how the original... In fact, have you played the second game? Have you played the second game on Sega Saturn, can I ask, Naiko? Or... One thing I can notice, there's something... The audio in the Dreamcast version for this sounds a little bit compressed. There's some... During the intro, there was some unpleasant black background noise. Which sounds like they perhaps compressed it a bit too much. I wonder how big this was at the time. This was released on PlayStation 2, PC, Dreamcast, and PS1. So this would be the superior version, I imagine, to the PS1 version. Yeah, the second game is bonkers on the Sega Saturn. The original game really was quite good with the fact, with the monsters coming, you had to push things in front of windows and stuff to... Okay, so R readies the weapon. Blood. Santa Cana being pirates. Yeah, it is very bonkers. The Saturn's version, I think, had a lot of loading. It wasn't an ideal version. It was also released on PS1, the second game.
Oh my god. No, don't move. Don't move.
Leave me be. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Who did this to you?
This island is a hellhole. Not men. Filthy beasts. Flee! Get out of here any way you can.
How did you get here?
The boat. Last shipment. He shot everyone.
Look, just try to stay calm. You've got a gun. I'm leading you some bullets. I'll go and find help.
Help. But you'll die like everyone else. Run.
I'll be back.
Take a small bronze key. Sadly, I don't think this guy's going to last much longer. He's clearly... I thought for a second his arm had been completely severed. Yeah, it did look a bit weird, that sort of motion filter they've put on it. I must admit, when I originally played this on the Dreamcast back in the day, this is one of those mini games, I was kind of a bit harsh on it because it didn't look anywhere good as remotely good as Code Veronica, but you know what, it's actually a pretty decent looking title. You've got high quality pre-rendered locations. Yeah, it looked like it's some sort of... The flashlight effect is really... Yeah, the flashlight is actually quite a nice one. They tried to do that in Resident Evil 4, and I think Resident Evil 7 originally before they turned... Yeah, it does look like... I mean, there's lots of severed dog bits there, so... Definitely the perfect game for Halloween, I will say. So hopefully... Okay, that sounds like that's...
God.
This has... I don't know why, I'm getting the impression this has got werewolves in it, but I might be wrong. Oh really, there's non-existent... Yeah, YouTube has quite a delay. Admittedly, there is... YouTube does have a thing where you can do non-latent delay, but if you do that on YouTube, it reduces the quality of the feed. I think Twitch is actually a lot better. Well, the interface on Twitch is really nice, I will admit. But it's whether we can get enough people in to actually make it viable. But the minute YouTube is just... I don't know what's going on, but the stats for the channel are getting absolutely tanked for some unknown reason. Okay, that was not... So... Okay, so weapon, objects... Oh, so if you literally say a message, literally I'll see it straight away. That is... It is... I must admit, streaming... So when I tried streaming in the past, Twitch was a bit of a mess, but... Okay, they're about to... Those dogs are about to... Yeah, this has got werewolves in it, hasn't it? Or some sort of monster. What is this scene? Yeah, it's a bit... Ooh. A box of magnetized bullets. The atmosphere is actually very creepy, I will admit. Yeah, apologies, some slight light flashing if you are slightly sensitive to those type of things with the thunderstorm going on. It's actually got quite good tension to it, which is quite surprising. As the later Resident... Hear that slow, sort of morbid Yeah, the flashlight is really quite interesting, isn't it? Okay, now they're coming off the walls as expected. Okay, that's an interesting one. They didn't go for us. Got some magnetized bullets. The dogs ran straight past us. Take a first aid kit. So you press Y, this brings up the map. Bridge Garden, East Garden. Basically looks like it could have been a prototype to R Evil with the way it handles the effects of pre-rendered. Yeah, it does actually. It is actually handling them very nicely, isn't it? I wouldn't be surprised if Capcom looked at this, because I know at the time this got very overlooked, and even people like myself, we kind of regarded this as an inferior Resident Evil game. Slightly wrong, I know. I think I was also a bit put out by the fact they made Alone in the Dark a lot more like Resident Evil rather than the more sophisticated horror game it was originally. This was... This was seen as a slightly dumbed down version of Alone in the Dark. And Resident Evil itself was seen as a sort of basically a console adaptation of Alone in the Dark. I know this did also get a PS1. The statue is the height of bad taste. Because the flashlight is actually very cool the way. They just did it better in those games. Yeah, well, to be fair, Our Evil Remake and Zero were a few years later, so they had better tech at the time. What, they're 2003, 2000 and... They're about 2003, 2004, weren't they? Oh, can we radio the...
Aline?
You have no idea. I forgot to tell you. I met an old woman. I believe she's Obed's mother, but she seems half crazy. She says she's not seen him for the last 3 days.
Anything else?
I believe Obed Morton is on the island. But everything I've seen curdles my blood. It nearly drove me out of my mind.
Yeah. Well, what else?
Is that your only reaction? Or maybe you want me to carry out the entire investigation for you.
If you're gonna react like that.
I'll react whichever way I want to. Over.
Aline?
Carnby.
Don't move. I'll come free you.
Also, we can actually radio between the two characters. Yeah, Capcom did have a much bigger budget, but we can radio between the two characters. There's definitely quite a spooky atmosphere in this, that I will say. And bring this up on the map. We've got statues everywhere. Let's go this side. So status is fine. I've got 2 health packs, objects. Can be used to save my progress at the moment. Oh, so I can actually save. Okay, that's an interesting one. You can save at any point in this one. Save complete. What's with the notebook? I've got anything in the notebook? Contacted Johnson confirmed me that he sent a fist to Shadow Island and must retrieve those. Arlene Cedric. Rooftop of the manor, should meet her there. Hell broke loose here. I must reach the manor before something happens to Arlene. My interest in Shadow Islands goes back to the period when I worked for the Bureau 716. The director, Christopher Lambert, gave me the case investigating Obed Morton, a young... 2 of 15 as well. And quite heavy. A bloodstained notebook appeared to have been in water a long time. Map of Shallow Island, okay. It's quite a small little island, you wouldn't expect it to have a massive manor. I like that you can actually scan around the 3D objects like in the original Resident Evil. There's always a massive manor, yep. Gate is locked, so it wants me to go another way.
Carnby? Carnby, come in.
What's going on?
Things. Terrifying things. Shadows. Living shadows.
Aline?
It's awful. Come and get me. I'm begging you. Come quick.
Aline! Aline! Shit.
That's actually quite a nice trick, actually. You've got the window there. We can... Yeah, she does a bit. Opening Alone in the Dark 1. Yeah, I have played the original, but it was so long ago I can't remember much about it. Okay, so we have some sort of shadowy monster. Now seems to be stuck. What's my status at? Cautious. So those things. Right, let's get out of here. Because that's just going to soak up my ammo. That's actually quite menacing. Yeah, and it's quite creepy, those things coming out of nowhere. Admittedly, there's also danger you can end up losing all your ammo. But yep, this actually looks very creepy. 6. Quite a lot of tension as well.
Aline?
Wading through the water. You don't get stuff like this in any of the Resident Evil games. Now, can I save my game again, or do I need to... Is there a period? So I had the necklace. How long does it take before it respawns? You can save the level you've reached at any stage, but you must possess a charm of saving. Ah, so we've got to be careful with the charms of saving. But yeah, these backgrounds do look really nice. It's rather creepy and unnerving, I will admit. Keep moving. Game over, the shadows always prevail.
In the dark.
Okay, good thing I saved it where I did then. Okay, so I'm just going to run sculpture. Skip that because we know she's going to call me.
Carnby? Carnby, come in.
What's going on?
Things. Terrifying things. Shadows.
Yeah,
Living
you go to
shadows.
get bumped off
Aline?
pretty swiftly in
It's
this.
awful. Come and get me. I'm begging you. Come quick.
Aline! Aline! Shit.
It's rather creepy looking sort of monsters right that jump out of nowhere. Yeah, I'm just gonna run. Okay, so we don't have to get stuck behind the wall. We know that drains the water, and now I have to. I'm guessing that won't follow me into the water. Now, can I manually load the gun in this? Okay, I can check it. Oh, come on! They get you really, really quickly.
In the dark.
They get you really, really quickly. One thing also, it's a little bit funky to run around with some of the camera views, so... So as soon as I see this darn thing, I'm going to shoot it. Hopefully there's not infinite of them. Every time I go for that door, it seems to grab me automatically. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Is that it? You just gotta keep shooting. Okay, that was a nightmare to do that scene. A new nightmare? Yes, my thoughts exactly, Nika. This gate seems sealed up. Well, I hope you can climb up there, buddy. Yep. Take a charm of saving. How on earth would I know that I just ran... I didn't even see that. I just literally... I didn't see where I picked it up. It was just a random item on the floor. Take a triple-barreled shotgun. 4mm residue. I think that's a med pack. It's not that easy to see what you're picking up, actually. You take a first aid kit. Triple-barreled shotgun? I didn't think there was such a thing. Do you want to open the casket? Yep, whatever we find there might be a bit grisly.
No.
Ooh, grisly. The casket's empty. We thought we saw her with her eyeballs gnawed out. This doesn't actually have a BBFC certificate. This just had a 15 plus ELEPSPA actually. I'm quite surprised it didn't get a... Her mum is to keep up, yeah.
Aline?
Okay, the trapdoor is locked, so where is this in the map? Oops, that's the items. It's definitely quite good at being quite creepy, actually, I will say that. Do you want to look through the spy hole? Whenever it says, do you want to look through the spy hole, you know there's something, you're going to see something rather grisly later on going through there. That's annoying, you've got to press A there.
Carnby? Carnby, answer me.
Aline, I thought you were dead.
I did too. I'm not cut out for this kind of place. I want this to stop right now.
I understand.
You understand? You understand? You don't understand anything. I don't know what you, Johnson, or Professor Morton want of me, but I'm asking for this nightmare to stop right now.
Aline, get a grip on yourself. Where are you?
In some room, but I can't get to you. One of the doors is locked, and I can crack the other one, but there's some heavy object blocking it. when I think it's Obed Morton who locked me in here, and I wanted to help him.
Don't move. I'll come free you.
Is that the best you can do?
Yes, that's the best I can do.
Well, okay then. Hurry up.
Her dialogue is not the best written. She said, "They." This is. Okay, that's kind of creepy. First time chat from viewer. No, we're not buying random stuff, buddy. Sadly, unlike YouTube where we can now block the spammers, I don't think we can in... Well, Elaine is... Yeah, she's a bit of a nutter, basically, I think is the word. She doesn't sound quite right from the get-go. Paranoid. Messed up is the word. Or in your case... Yeah, she does sound slightly demanding. Yeah, she does sound very neurotic, doesn't she? Her dialogue is perhaps not best written, if I'm being honest. She's coming across as not very likable. An ordinary croc. What's the time on that? Should look at the map, shouldn't I? Should look at the map, shouldn't I? Gotta be a little careful I don't parrot my... I'm just watching the video. But yeah, it's almost effortless, isn't it? Something on the table? Yes, thank you for pointing that out, Nico. Old work for geology. Oh, we've got that statue, haven't we? That statue. Can we push that statue? Yeah. Do we think HM? Ah. That's so. We've got to push that statue. Yeah, you've got the carpet and you've got the... Actually, really good sound design in this one. The statue was standing or something. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was because I was running. I thought I saw a glint on the floor a second ago. When I was... Now, the back said HM, didn't it? Yeah, it definitely changes. No, you're right, Nico. It does sound different there. I'm not sure what I can do though. Can I search? A button search. Do I still have that key on me? No, I've used that. Just double check I don't still. I think I'll go upstairs and look at the paintings. Probably guessing I should save in the not too distant future, but
Aline, any more news?
I'm here waiting for you. What are you doing?
I can't find the room in which you say you're locked up.
It can't be that tough. I'm upstairs. There's a staircase in the lobby.
Okay, I'll head over there. Thanks.
Hurry up.
yeah, she's really not endearing. It sounds slightly different there, but yeah, Aline is not endearing herself to us, so she's going to call the manager any minute now. Yeah, she most certainly is.
blocking the door?
I think it's just a chest of drawers.
Well, then push it aside.
Small rusty key. Come on, push it aside, mate. He doesn't want to push it for some reason. The other one, I just had to walk up to the side. Do I need to push it from this side? Get behind it and push, 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 push. Come on, push! What is going on here? It's...
Aline?
Notice how she's not answering the calls whenever we ring her? Is a small rusty key on anything? Oh, I see the name. Obviously, the names of the. Oh, there we go.
At last. I want you to tell me what's going on.
I don't know yet, but I do love your new outfit. Makes you look less, you know...
Yes, I know.
Here, I got your stuff.
Thanks. What about my jacket?
Whoever locked you up in here probably thought it matched his hair. Listen, I should never have agreed to let you come along.
I have my own reasons for being here. Were you able to talk with Obed Morton?
No, were you?
I'm not so sure. I have this feeling that there's more than one Obed Morton.
It's way too dangerous. We have to find a safe place for you where you can hide and wait for me.
Listen, Carnby. You know as well as I do that the safest place is at least 2 hours away by plane. I haven't done too bad up till now, and I sure don't intend to spend whatever time I have left doing nothing. I want to know. Just before, I heard this voice above us. There's a trap door. If you help me, I can reach it.
Why not stick together?
You and I don't have the same goals. Remember what you told me in the plane. Come on, give me a hand.
What if I were to say no?
You're not the type to say no.
Yes, you meet up with the girl and your first line is a pickup line. Oh, you like what you're wearing now in this horrible murder place? I wonder if that mirror trick is the same as the other games where there's another room, literally. quite literally there is another room in the mirror. Getting the impression I should probably save again soon. I will say this is actually quite creepy, this game. It's doing a better job of slightly I imagine there's a few points where you're going to have to turn out the lights. It's a customized weapon, a 3-barreled shotgun. Definitely doing quite a good job of unnerving me. I must admit, I'm quite impressed with this. Probably should save now. I'm getting quite away from where the save point. I'm being overly cautious with the saves though, so it's one of those catch-22s. Do you, so that door is sealed up. There's another way round it. Shit, there wasn't anything on the dresser. Oh yes, today I'm 10 years old. Fell off her horse. So she saw a big shadow jump up. Yes, the child does. Do we think the child might be Elaine, by the way, Grandpa Jeremy? What's in the front gate? I can't remember when he took it. There's a number written on the back, but I can't do anything with it. Very sinister, those letters. Take an act. Take a dictaphone.
Ugulai hyperhanes kona.
I have always wondered about the circle of stones located in the moors. When I would ask Edenshaw about it, he always remained very vague. I now think it's some kind of ritual calendar used to determine various astronomical events. I have started building a planetarium that will be used in conjunction with the Circle of Stones. All this seems linked to the gate, to the opening of the gate, and to the ritual of the 7 statues. Edenshaw was very surprised. It seems he had not thought them related. I therefore talked him into performing the ritual of his ancestors. I know his weakness and how to use it. He wanted to convince me of his powers as a witch doctor. Even he acted out of pride. I recorded him while he spoke the sacred words of his tribe. He was standing before one of the steels, and the direction in which he pronounced the incantation seemed an important part of the ritual. But nothing happened. The time has not yet come, is what he said, justifying himself.
You can even record messages by the looks of it. There's definitely... The drawer is empty. It definitely is quite creepy, I will say that. That's odd. Didn't we come through this door? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's a bit problematic. Also, this is getting quite creepy. Actually, second floor F West. Okay. Should get ready to just check you can't use it here. Cannot be used here. I know Americans refer to the second floor as what we call, we have in the UK we have the ground floor and then the first floor, which would be, whereas in America that you guys have the oh, there's some weird texturing there. Oh, there's something on that. Is there something on this table? A few of the prompts are not quite right with the A button though, that's one. I should check it's not that door there I can open. An ordinary clock that is 5 to midnight basically. The voice said the second voiceover. That's an interesting one. Yeah, I have got Gregor. I did grab Gregory's Horror Show a little while back. It's a wonderful Capcom game. I need to actually get back. I need to actually go around and play that. This is where I came in, wasn't it? Oh, wrong weapon.
I know who you are and what you have come looking for. I was expecting you.
Just stay where you are. Don't move an inch. Who are you?
They call me Edenshaw. I am the guardian of this island.
The guardian? Guardian of what? And what are all these monsters? What the heck's going on here?
Professor Morton has definitely crossed the threshold.
Look, can't you spell it out? What is this mess?
My weakness is to blame. I let children play with powers way beyond their grasp. But the legends were not wrong. You have come to us. My only hope is that it is not too late.
This is all Greek to me.
It will become clear soon enough. Go to the library. The books withhold many a secret. Also, take this charm. It will prevent you from falling into oblivion with all the others. Go, fulfill your destiny. Save us.
Wait. I didn't come here to fool around. I came to investigate Fisk's death.
I do not know who you are talking about.
Charles Fisk. 50-ish, about 6'1", graying hair.
I still do not know who that is. You see, nobody's come to Shadow Island for months now.
Okay, that's about enough of this. Oh, God.
Take a box. That made me jump. The blocky look to prove. Yeah, Sony of America had some really weird decisions. They were kind of embarrassing. I should actually save it at this point. Sony of America, yeah, we used to. I worked in the industry with Sony when back in the PS2 era, and some of their decisions you used to laugh at. There was some sometimes not too complimentary about what some of the idiot decisions Sony was making. But the problem is they had a monopoly, so they could kind of do that stuff. Mansion first floor, mansion second floor. Maybe let's just try. Just said the other room should be a dead end as well. Let's investigate. So definitely glad we got the flashlight in this. Yeah, it's a really wonderful game. Yeah, Sony did make some odd decisions. There are quite a few, like they had on the PSP, they wouldn't release games if they didn't have additional content. Disfigured statue. The light switches are quite a nice touch as well. I should have gone this way before. Yeah, Sony America blocked quite a few games. Oh. No, I don't want to reload at this point. Should use a health pack because that one absolutely decimated my health. Just actually reload. Yeah, I mean, quite I played of it. I know Green played it quite a bit, and he really liked it as well. Take a crowbar. The music is actually quite good at building tension in this one. A lot of games, they don't do it that well. This one definitely... You take the flask. Oh. Yeah, I remember seeing a bit of your long play because I played a bit of it. One of the games I want to play for myself. So sometimes I tend to watch games that I sort of want to... Yeah, Discord, Twitch are a little bit different to Thingy, so I'm not sure if there's slightly different rules for the copywriting. I'm beginning to wonder if there's an element of the monsters are all in your mind in this. Archibald, my son, I undertook many years ago, is still vast and incomplete. That's all of it. Richard Morton. But it is what I played, it was a really good game. We like collecting souls and stuff. I should really read these, but I'm just going to skip through them. Light, darkness, darkness, light. Okay. The first is placed... Okay, the space in the library represents this symbol. The symbols thus cross the library from one side to the other. The first is placed the highest. The second is opposite. Light, darkness, darkness, light. Okay, so this is a bit creepy. Yeah, Twitch is a bit more relaxed about the copyrights than YouTube is, although it may well still get hit. I'm guessing with, you said it was based on a series, Gregory Horish. Yeah, it looks like quite an interesting concept. The Gregory Horror Show. I'll definitely have to have a look at it. Seeing as we never got it in the UK, so... Okay. More sinister books. What if it was on YouTube? Yeah. I'm nearing our goal, Etwindar. Ooh, it's a bit mysterious, I will admit this. Very creepy, so yeah. Why do I not like? Should we find out what's inside? The cupboard is empty. Can we move it? There's no way that cupboard's empty. That's a 3D model. That's going to burst open at some point. I really don't like that cupboard. That looks like that's going to have a surprise at some point in the game. Okay, so that's... Especially you go over there, you read that book. Go in the drawers, we read that. Did we not take... Surely we took these notes as well. I notice there's definitely a lot to do with sort of ancient Indians in this, which is quite interesting. Very creepy, I will admit. Ah, did you notice that the painting has changed when the lights are on and off? It's quite sinister, right? This is actually quite good. Yeah, I must admit, I haven't actually played the third yet. These things are back. Okay, if they come back, then I shouldn't go this way. Else I'm just going to be wasting ammo. The lights are out again around. Which hallway is that? Is this a different room? Okay, that's annoying. They keep coming back in that hallway. Does that mean they come back in this one? Yeah, that's what I wondered. Did they come back because the lights were off? But I couldn't see a light switch in that hallway, so... I should just check my health again. Currently got both my weapons equipped. Downside is I'm nearly out of shotgun ammo, and that's the weapon I've been using to first aid. Yeah, they are very stingy. It does seem to be look for the light switch, doesn't it? That's definitely... That might be why the light switch is always there, because it's... Picked up a grenade launcher. The game's definitely throwing weapons at us pretty quickly. This is on 2 GD-ROMs, I should say, as well, so it's not going to be a small game.
Where are you?
In the attic.
I went through there. I saw that there's some sort of trap door on the floor. You'll see it. When you walk on it, it has a hollow sound. I met Edenshaw, the old Indian. He told me he was the last witch doctor. He says he can do something that will stop all this madness. Do you think we can trust him?
I met him too. He seemed to know a lot more than he said. But I don't think we have much of a choice anyhow.
He needs 7 statues to carry out some sort of ritual.
Well, why doesn't he go looking for them?
Can't we help him?
Sure. What do these statues look like?
I don't really know. They depict some kind of animals, I think.
Oh, well, that narrows it down.
Carnby, I'm sure it's really important.
I know. We'll find his statues for him. But after that, we're going home.
And where is your home?
I don't know yet.
We'll get to that later. Over.
Echo Knight. I'm not sure I've played that. That was on PlayStation 2, wasn't it? Hear wind and other quite eerie. Man, a second floor? Ah, it's one of those things. guessing that whatever through this... Now, if the enemy's dispersed in this room... No, it's the answer to that. Doesn't seem to be anything in there. So I'm just going to make a bolt for this door. That's what's quite good, you're not constantly threatened by enemies. You do have a mix of rooms where you're not entirely sure where the enemies are. He says he runs around. It's very creepy, so... Oh, it must show you where the lights are. I'm guessing making sure the lights is on is one of the key. Is going to be a key mechanic in this game. I can't see a light switch in this hallway. Just bear with me a second, Nike. I'm just adjusting the title. Hey up, night out, Terry Wogan. Thanks for joining the stream, by the way, Terry. I just saw you. The new Nightmare Sega Dreamcast. What do we normally have? Just put... Yeah, this is a bit annoying. That should have... The live stream text for this is a little bit... funky. Sega Dreamcast. Hey up there, Terry Wogan. We are investigating, so I've got... Oh, there's a cabinet there. Can I check that? It is rather creepy, this, I will say. Yeah, I mean, at the time I think I was a bit unfair to this because I felt it didn't look as good as Code Veronica, but actually, you know, it's actually quite good. This is really the first time I've really properly played this as well. Oh, that's... Oh, some sort of head crabs. Oh. Yeah, the health packs are definitely rather stingy. Pick up the candle. Why wouldn't you let me pick up the candle? Let's try the other room. That's a bit weird, yeah. Door seems shielded shut. Better than it would have with 3D. Yeah, you're right there. I mean, you could do modern pre-renders that would look absolutely stunning. They largely ignore pre-render as a format, but it can be something very, very... That sounds like that's the trap door. How do I open it? She said there was a trap door. She said listen for a trap door. Ah, crowbar, yeah. This shotgun is a godsend. honest, this game does actually do a pretty good job of being quite creepy. The enemies are actually a lot more scary than, say, the zombies of Resident Evil, because you're not sure what they are. Hi Terry, and hi Terry Mrs. Glad you're enjoying it. It's definitely a very creepy game. I must admit, I've never actually, this is the furthest I've ever played through it, so if anyone remembers where you're supposed to go, please do shout, because I don't have a clue. Right, so... It says there was something there. It's blue. Is that a light switch? Something was shining there. As if I could pick it up. Ah, yes. I think the lights are going to be the... I'm guessing the lights are the main thing to not have things... This is the old woman.
You are back.
Back? Who are you talking about?
But who are you?
The name's Carnby. Edward Carnby. And I'm here to help you.
Do not lie to me. You are here for something else. Are you with the young lady?
Aline? Do you know where she is?
Oh, she is most probably dead by now. You know, Mr. Carnby, of all those who set foot on the island, few ever got away. Obed told me he spoke to a man, it was last week, I think. Obed was sure the man was going to help us. Oh, Obed has always been gullible.
This man, was his name Fisk? Charles Fisk?
How can one be sure of anything on Shadow Island? I know you have come to harm my sons.
No, you've got me all wrong.
Go to the library and burn it all. Let the flames purify this hellish place.
But what about you?
I am already dead. Go to hell.
Ah, so is she the mother who was blinded in the horse riding accident? Researching, yeah, lots of them there. We go for the occult, and yeah, I have to admit, I haven't played the third Alone in the Dark. I played the first and I played the second, but I've never played the third one. I own the second, I don't own the first or the old clock. It's been still a long time. Can we speak to her again? Or she's still just ignoring us. Obviously she's... Yeah, the sons are obviously the two. We're reading the notes of obviously the sons of those who are perhaps what was grandfather's research. It's all a bit sinister. Okay, so that's obviously it shows you where the lights are on the map. Alpha Polaris. I've not actually played Alpha Polaris. There's some spicy scenes. Ah, I see. Definitely very creepy, this. Right, I have no idea. I was supposed to get a key or something. Is there something I'm supposed to get in her room? I've also got to make my way to the library. The old clock's been
Aline?
Right here. How's it going?
I met someone called Edenshaw.
And what'd you find out?
He knows a lot more than he's saying. He says he never saw Fisk, the friend I told you about.
What do you make of that?
One of two things. Either he's telling the truth, and Johnson and his men are total bastards, or else he's lying, which means he's just one more suspect.
What if Fisk came here, but decided not to show himself? What if he just stayed hidden?
No, that's no good. I know how Fisk operates, and he would have had to ask questions.
But maybe he never had time to.
What do you mean?
The monsters, the creatures.
But Fisk died of a bullet to the heart.
Oh, I see. Or actually, I don't see. I'll go looking for Obed Morton. He has the answers to our questions.
I'm starting to think otherwise. Aline?
So if I can't get, where am I supposed to go now? Is a $64,000 question. The red one's locked. This door seems sealed shut. You definitely feel like you're alone in this and you don't have the best equipment to deal with some of the monsters, which is quite good. A couple of games like Resident Evil terrorizing. No, nice to know you're watching with your other half. It's always nice to know we got multiple people on. And this is actually very creepy. I'm actually quite impressed. It's got much better because the way they've done the mansion's a lot more sinister than, say, oh, that's the hint for the candle. I will admit picking up one or two of the items is a bit... Ah, so that one's sealed up, so that's that one. Aha! Like a small gilded key. Ah, that was clever. They really have got to listen out for this one. Yeah, the PS1 port I saw looked a bit ropey. This was released on PS2 and PC as well, so I think it's a case of pick your one. First floor office. So, okay, first floor office. Second floor, far east. Okay. I'm guessing that's probably in the room the locked room I was. Why don't we even turn on the lights? Definitely this is probably a game because it was sort of built, I think it was more built for Dreamcast and PC, so the PS1 version probably not as good as say the Dreamcast PC or the PS2 version. Oh, I see, if you run over that section that's when they wake up. So that door's been sealed up. Yeah, I saw a video of it on a comparison video on PS2. Let me just double check to confirm, Nico. GameFAQs is always your best repertoire. GameFAQs.com, or now it's GameFAQs. GameSpot will say Alone in the Dark. New Night. Yep, it was released on PlayStation, PlayStation 2, Dreamcast, PC, and there's also a Game Boy Color version as well. Yep, Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare, only released in Europe by the looks of it. No North American release, no Japanese release. It's a European only one. Game Boy 1 was released in EU and North America. Dreamcast was released in EU, North America. I don't think it got released in Japan actually. No, yeah. Yeah, New Nightmare got released in EU and North America. Capcom were going to release it but cancelled it. Okay, I thought that would unlock. And the Game Boy Color version was released in the EU and North America. Are there any images of the Game Boy Color version? Yep, it's got quite an impressive cutscene. Yeah, it's actually the Game Boy Color version has pre-rendered visuals. That's actually quite impressive. Having the flashlight active most of the time is actually pretty helpful. So yeah, there is a Game Boy Color version if you want. Yeah, it's quite creepy with all the howling and stuff. Yeah, I've never actually seen the GB version. Must be quite interesting to play the Game Boy Color version. You unlock the door, settling and link into the main hallway.
Aline?
Carnby?
Yeah. I just don't understand what part Obed Morton's playing in all this business.
My feeling is that it's his brother who holds all the answers.
His brother?
Alan. Obed's twin brother.
So that's it.
It seems as though Alan Morton is... how can I put it? Diabolic. Yeah, that's the term that fits him best. I found out he killed his own father, Howard, and used him as a subject for his experiments. He's a monster.
Aline, you're holding something back.
I think that Alan Morton, like some sort of Dr. Moreau, genetic manipulation of some kind, but not on animals, on creatures of darkness.
That would explain... Aline, we've got to stop him.
Carnby, I'm way out of my element here.
And I'd be a liar if I told you I've got it under control. Just keep your chin up.
Yeah, there are lots of great Game Boy Color games. I've got... Oh. Game over, the shadows always prefer. It was a good thing I saved it not too long ago. I hope.
Alone in the dark.
Yeah, maybe a little while back actually.
I know who you are and what you have come looking for.
Just stay where you are. Don't move an inch. Who are you?
They call me Edenshaw.
Yeah, it was this corridor that had been re-infested with monsters.
Guardian of what? And what are all these monsters? What the heck?
Professor Morton has my weak.
Oh, I can skip it. Yeah, no, we covered the game. I did actually do the Game Boy.
I still do not know.
I did actually cover the Game Boy converter. There's the Super Game Boy and the Super Game Boy 2. Actually, we covered the Super 2. He gave me a charm of saving. Oh yeah, that's annoying. The switch was around the corner here. Yeah, the enemies obviously turn off the lights. It's not too far back. Yeah, I came through this door here, didn't I? Okay, no, thanks for being on stream, Nico. Yeah, Mortal Kombat 2, I take it you're referring to, Terry? Yeah, we used to have Mortal Kombat 2. We still do, actually. I've got all the Mortal Kombats on SNES, all the PAL versions. Yep, thanks for joining the stream, Nico. Twitch is definitely smoother to stream on. Oh, I didn't come up this way before. It's going to be a locked door. This door is locked. I'm getting a lot of the time I'm going around, I seem to be running into locked doors, so... HM, I didn't come into this room before, I don't think. So, I actually missed. Oh. Take a photograph. Ooh, can we manipulate that? Oh, these brain things are really irritating. Wait a minute, this has got quite a lot of jump scares in, more than I was expecting. It's definitely quite a lot more sinister than I was expecting. And some kind of balance. Yeah, we had it on the Game Boy originally. It was we had a Game Boy version of Mortal Kombat that was hilariously bad, and Mortal Kombat 2 as well. I mean, we played them for fun, but they weren't the best versions, to put it mildly. It was always the SNES and the Mega Drive versions, definitely the better ones. So, there doesn't appear to be much reason to come into this room. Not at the minute, anyway. Oh, that's an entrance into the library, is it? Yeah, I've not actually played we've not actually got the Mega CD version of Mortal Kombat. That was a charm of saving. And now there was another random charm of saving. Is a bit. Those charm of savings don't seem to be clear at all. They seem to be a bit random. You find them sort of in what I describe as really weird places. Oh, just managed to dodge that one. Oh well, it's good there's a first aid kit down here. Is there anything down this end? Oh well, it's good some ammo. I'm going to need it because I'm going to be fighting those. This is a dead end, isn't it? Yep, it's a dead end. Gonna be blasting my way through whatever the hell these things are. I can run past that one. I will say this: the atmosphere in this is very good. All the random paintings, everything's. Ah, I should step back. I do think, as Nika said earlier, they are a bit stingy on the med packs in this. I don't like the fact the enemies respawn as well. Oh. The door is locked. Oh, the classic Silent Hill. Yeah, I have actually played. I think we have The Thing on PS2. That was quite a good one in the classic horror film as well. I don't like the fact that these things come back so quickly as well, so... Crowbar, which I need for the keys. Yeah, there are still some very good games on the Dreamcast that still hold up very well. I think the Dreamcast is probably the first one where you can actually say, hey, this looks better than some games on the PS4 and stuff, because there are some... No, we took the flask before, we had all the things. This is light, darkness. So obviously those occult things can't appear when the lights are on. Getting the point where switching off the lights is needed, but switching off the light means the enemies materialise. Get a different sound effect there, so... Yeah, a lot of modern games are very often... Sounds like I should be able to rip a hole in the floor here, but there are a few bits... Often what I call tutorial crazy, or tutorial island as I jokingly call it. Where I basically spend hours in the tutorial getting anywhere. not a fan of these respawning enemies, that I will say. They're slightly means you can end up wasting a lot of ammunition. To get a Burnout game. I mean, technically we covered Vanishing Point the other week, which is very much like a Burnout game, I noticed, and that was quite interesting because that looked like that was yeah, I mean the closest is Vanishing Point, which we covered on the YouTube stream. Just type in the name there, Vanishing Point on and I did see a couple of the guys that worked on Vanishing Point later went on to actually work on Burnout. And I thought, ah, there's some similarities here, quite a few.
In the attic.
I went through there. I saw that there's some sort of trap door on the floor. You'll see it. When you walk on it, it has a hollow sound. I met Edenshaw, the old Indian. He told me he was the last witch doctor. He says he can do something that will stop all this madness. Do you think we can trust him?
I met him too. He seemed to know a lot more than he said. But I don't think we have much of a choice anyhow.
He needs 7 statues to carry out some sort of ritual.
Well, why doesn't he go looking for them?
Can't we help him?
Sure. What do these statues look like?
I don't really know. They depict some kind of animals, I think.
I think you're weighing up in this who's the good and who's the bad. There's definitely some characters who you think, should we trust them?
I know. We'll find his statues for him. But after that, we're going home.
And where is your home?
I don't know yet.
We'll get to that later. Over.
She's asking some odd questions as well, which I do miss the fact in the original Alone in the Dark you could push things to story. This was the one that had the... Basically, those things seem to exist where there's no light. If you turn on the light, then they have to vanish. Yeah, Sega GT is actually a really big game. I need to cover that at some point, so we'll definitely cover that on the channel or in the stream. I do quite like Twitch, so I have to see how it goes. I really need Twitch to get monetized pretty swiftly, though. And we need 50 people and stuff, so... I don't think there was a light switch. I will say this does have a very creepy atmosphere, which is quite good. Yeah, Sega GT, there's a couple of versions of it as well. You had the Japanese version, then you had the Western one. I think there's a few car changes, but It's one of those games that's... It's a big game, Sega GT. That's for sure. The minigames. I can't say I actually played the mini games that much. On Sega GT, I've not really played GT. It's one of those games we have but haven't really played that much now. Oh, right, there was some light switches. Okay, so the light does drive those ones off.
You're back.
And the mother who...
How can...
No, you've got...
Oh, you're referring to the VMU games. Yeah, there's some great VMU games, actually. I think the VMU itself was based on the Pocket Station for PS1. Yep, and she knows her sons are obviously the villains who we're going to have to deal with at some point in this. It's definitely very sinister, I will admit. I may split my time between streaming on YouTube and Twitch at present, but we'll see how things go. But YouTube at the minute seems to be... I wish it was auto-use keys, actually. Twitch streams quicker, yeah. Partly because you can actually set the latency in the YouTube ones. But if you set the latency, it has varying degrees of quality. YouTube's, I don't think, is the best stream quality, whereas Twitch has obviously got better quality. Here's where things went a bit awry before. Oh, come on. He's throwing me right in the midst. That I don't like. That's the corridor I've already been down, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it is a bit Hammer horror. You unlock the door.
Aline?
Carnby?
Yeah. I just don't understand what part Obed Morton's playing in all this business.
My feeling is that it's his brother who holds all the answers.
His brother?
Alan. Obed's twin brother.
So that's it.
It seems as though Alan Morton is... how can I put it? Diabolic. Yeah, that's the term that fits him best. I found out he killed his own father, Howard, and used him as a subject for his experiments. He's a monster.
Aline, you're holding something back.
I think that Alan Morton, like some sort of Dr. Moreau, genetic manipulation of some kind, but not on animals.
Modern no, I've basically got a preset up to ban any swear words, just so you're aware, Terry.
Carnby, I'm way out of my element here.
And I'd be a liar if I told you I've got it under control. Just keep your chin up.
Purely because generally when you have swear words, there'll always be the odd person that will use them directly with each other, so... Right, here we go. Gotta get to the light switch very quickly. Okay, those ones didn't disappear with the lights. A lot of this door is locked, sealed up. This. Oh, that's all you need. I think there's too many spawning enemies in this, that I will say. The enemy is actually pretty good at making me jump in this, unlike Resident Evil where you get used to the sort of Resident Evil. Oh crap. Okay, let's use a save. That did make me jump. Oh, I set the bed alight, didn't I?
Aline?
Right here. How's it going?
I met someone called Edenshaw.
And what'd you find out?
He knows a lot more than he's saying. He says he never saw Fisk, the friend I told you about. One of two...
What?
No, that's no...
Just skip this one, we had
What
this
do you
one.
mean? But Fisk died.
Oh,
I'm starting to think otherwise.
Yeah, it does actually work quite well. Everything gets quite sinister.
Aline?
You can't always see those charms of savings as well. They just seem to be randomly on. Nope, can't shoot the mirror. What's the point of coming back here if... Oh, there's something on that dresser, isn't there? Take a rocket launcher pistol. I've got a grenade launcher, rocket launcher, and I don't pick up any ammo for some of them, so... Is that it? This is kill this just for the gun? Okay, there's a lot of enemies in this area, so there's another door into a separate room. Yeah, I do have Soldier of Fortune on TC, Terry, in case you're wondering. According to the... that's that door there. This door is sealed up, yeah. It's very creepy, this, I will say. Rocket launcher, grenade launcher. If I'm not short of weapons, I'll say something. Okay, that's that one down. I think this is going to be the library, isn't it? Ah! It's a good thing I saved it just a minute ago when we were in the room with the shadows always prevail.
Alone in the dark.
sadly we can't blow this thing up just yet. I've got to be surprised by it. It definitely is a very good atmosphere, that I will say. The mansion is really very creepy in this, far more so than Resident Evil. It definitely feels very unnerving. Yeah, a couple of the enemies took me out pretty quick. Yeah, I mean, the Dreamcast version of Soldier of Fortune isn't great because it's quite heavily cut down from the best version to play is actually the PC version. The Dreamcast version is quite heavily cut down. But yeah, Soldier of Fortune was a very violent game. But pretty good. It was a pretty good. The original one was really good. Sequels weren't so good, but. I'm starting to notice a lot of these enemies take too much ammo, so does seem weapons. I'm not overly impressed as well. There's so many of them. Come back so quickly. Sin for PC, yeah, Sin's a really good game. I did do a quick video of Sin on the channel. Okay, so I haven't been in that one to the next. Oh, well, so this game is it is actually very creepy. So we get an item and another small key. The large ornate key. Yes, this has basically got a thing of a very creepy family in this. The mother blinded in an accident. The father, who seemed to be the one who didn't wanted to get away from what grandfather was up to, and the kids who seemed to be carrying on grandfather's research. Okay, that was another good jump scare. Two, 5, 1, 8, torn bit. So, and let's examine the key. The grade grid for library, and while I'm here, I'll use another one. Use another health pack. Just quickly radio Elena as well.
Aline?
Right here. How's it going?
I met someone called Eden.
Yeah.
Now, what'd you...
He knows a lot.
Just skip through this one as we've done this one before, but I just...
No, that's...
But
What do you mean? But Fisk died.
Oh.
I'm starting...
A bust of Rick. Okay.
Aline?
She's not answering, so... If I have a gripe with the map, it's that it doesn't tell me what... So the red rooms are the locked ones. Oh, there is a mirror there. Now the question is, where is the library? Decent, like... Sanity Record. Yeah, if that's the one I think it is, that was actually on Xbox. I'm not sure where the library actually is, so... I wonder if it's here. Now, there was a blooming monster here. As with Resident Evil, you can reload in this scene. So that way you save your reload time. But yeah, it is annoying when they keep so I will say one slight growth to the fact we seem to be getting more and more enemies. I think you're thinking of Eternal Darkness, Sanity Requiem. That's not a Call of Cthulhu game. That was an independent horror game done by Nintendo and Silicon Knights. And yeah, that was a very good horror game. The only annoying thing is, in order to see the true ending, you actually have to finish that game 3 times. Yeah, the only Cthulhu wasn't. Oh, so where is the library key? That's a bit annoying now. I'm gonna have to figure out where I need to go now. I'm looking for a red door. Okay, maybe it's there. That's got to be that one. Yeah, Eternal Darkness Sanctity Redeemed was a very good game, though. Okay, that's saying there should be a door literally like here. Oh, I've got to figure out this, the puzzle here, haven't I? But I'm actually going to wrap this up as it's midnight now, so I'm going to save here. That's actually been not a bad game at all, I will admit. Certainly quite terrifying. Actually got some pretty good jump scares, actually. I was quite impressed with it. But yes, I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you for... Yes. Yeah, no, I played through Sanctity Redeemed as well as the various things of the game will do various weird things on you at certain points where the sound will go down. Where you will actually get black screens and things where you'll replay sections where other weird things happen in it. Because it's based on how high or low your sanity is, which was actually a very good game. Some really interesting ideas. Right, but thank you, Terry, for being on stream. Thanks to Nico as well. We had another guy drop by as well. Nico, and thanks to all our viewers. Very much appreciate you joining the stream on Randomised Gaming. Glad you enjoyed it. I'll see how it goes on Twitter for a little bit. I'm giving it a break on YouTube because of some of the weirdness I'm seeing on YouTube at the minute. But there will be plenty of videos coming. I do have a playthrough of Puzzle Bubble coming on YouTube, and I do have a. I will do a video for Halloween. I might do a bit of Zombie Revenge, and or maybe I was going to do possibly Zombie Revenge. I was going to do a bit of a boss video as well for Halloween, so we'll see how it goes. But that's it from me, Random Gamer Riven. I wish you all a good night, a good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, wherever you are in the world, as we're burning the midnight oils here in the United Kingdom. This has been Alone in the Dark, the new Nightmare. It's not a bad game at all. It was original. Oh, the second disc's dropped off the spewers. I just noticed. I shouldn't have done that. So it was developed by Darkworks and it was published by Infogrames, originally released in 2001. As we said, it was released on PlayStation 2 in Europe only, but it was released on Dreamcast in North America and PlayStation, PC, and also it's on Game Boy Color as well. So it's a really interesting title. It's actually better than I thought it would be. Certainly actually very creepy. Far more creepier than I was expecting, actually. I hope you've all enjoyed this look at Alone in the Dark New Nightmare. I think it's very fitting for a Halloween stream. That's it from me. I'll be back on Monday with some new streams. I may be jumping to the GameCube on Monday. I'm going to be jumping to... but I probably will jump back to the GameCube. I have a few things to do on GameCube, so I might give the Dreamcast a break for a bit, but I do have a few videos I want to do on Dreamcast before I finish. But thank you all for watching. Thanks again, Terry, for sticking with me. That's it from me, Random Gamer Riven, the editor of Randomised Gaming. As always, if you enjoy our stream, please consider hitting that like button. You can always consider and please do follow if it's your first time, if you enjoy the content. That's it from me. I'm off for the weekend, but I'll be back Monday. Have a good weekend, everyone, and I'll see you all very soon.